What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to today's live. You're locked in with the Coach Smook Network, and I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Before we get rolling, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button, share the stream out, and if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any of the action. Now listen, if you really rock with what we're building here, I invite you to take the opportunity to support the channel by becoming a member of the AAA family. Our mantra is authenticity above all. Everything we do, our content and our community, is built on creating and enjoying quality, authentic conversations, real insight, and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly assists in the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar you contribute is not only appreciated, it's paid forward. We proudly make monthly contributions to various community health and awareness organizations because impact matters. If you want to get even more involved with the community, be sure to join our Discord. You can type the command right now in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. And for those who want to support the network directly, you can donate through multiple options: Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. Thank you all for the love and the support and the energy you bring every single time. Now buckle up because it's time to get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get it.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's your boy, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality, man. Checking in. It's been, 2 days since we went live? Yeah, we had to come back in and go back live, man. We gotta bring out some information. We got some insight on the defensive depth chart this past weekend, right? Or this past week. We did not go live Monday night. We had a lot of things to handle, man. We've been busy. I don't care what y'all say. I've been busy. Our team's been busy. Folks trying to finish school. We got parents out here. We got Autism Awareness Month. Shout out to Autism Awareness Month. Give it up. Autism Awareness. Come on. Yeah. We doing our due too, man. Thank you to everybody that's been contributing. I think we got the banner updated. Hopefully are y'all getting buzz feedback from me? Maybe it's just me. My ears. Y'all know I got them sensitive ears. I be hearing stuff that ain't there. So hopefully everything sounds good to y'all. But welcome in, YouTube channel. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate every viewer on that side. Continue to run the likes up. Hit that thumbs up button when you come in. Hey, I think they changed the YouTube layout too. I just went to the video on one of the content creators that we support, and I had to back out and hit the like button. Well, hit the little X button at the top of the video to hit the like button. He's usually already there, but make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. It helps us grow. It's the easy way to support the channel. It's free, just like subscribing to the channel. If you're watching us every day and you're not subscribed, you're not getting notifications, you're missing out. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you get all the content. Our VOD series is kicking off. We got reactions that we're editing. May 1st, not May 1st, it'll be May 3rd. The first stream in May, y'all will see the new intro and opening. So we're still collecting clips. If there's game day clips that you want a part or you want to submit that could possibly be a part of the intro, we're still in the foundational phases of finishing the edit. So if you want to be a part of the edit on the show, the intro, go ahead and submit it. But with all that being said, y'all, we got a lot of topics to talk about on the defensive side. Mary J, that's the wrong banner. We're talking defense today. The ticker, talking defense, should be updated. It's not. Yeah. So we're jumping into the conversation today, y'all. And the defensive side of the ball, to me, I already came into the season just excited about the D-line, first of all, just the amount of talent we went in the portal and got a lot of veteran presence, guys that probably have been underutilized at their previous destinations. But we went out and to kick it off, we started off with the home run hit and Devin Tompkins. And I think this year we'll get to see the D-line really produce, you know what I'm saying, impact the game at a higher rate, right? The volume, the level that we're used to seeing Alabama's fronts operate. So it's a lot of things going into this season where we have so many different prospects now stepping in that we have been watching for, personally watching here on the Coach Smook Network. A lot of names that we're going to see put into the rotation this year. Luke Metz being one of the big names, you know, we were truly closely connected to. Got to go see him play at Mill Creek Live and had our interaction with him, his family, how close we are to them. Dijon Lee, ZB, Chuck McDonald, all of those names being really inserted. Well, ZB has been a guy. Dijon, same thing. They've already been starters, but you're talking about Chuck being inserted into the rotation, going to play heavy role. Luke is definitely playing starter-like reps. QB, AJ Sanders, Abdullah Sanders Jr., like all of these young men that we've been able to follow, we get to watch them. And this is a lot of them on the defensive side. Mari Johnson, you know, even Steve Bowler, you know, having that personal connection there. It's going to be awesome, y'all. So we're going to dive into those conversations today. But before we do that, let's go ahead and crank this thing up. Let's get into this roll call segment here on the Coach Smook Network. Hopefully, y'all brought some excitement this morning. I know we get into the off season. It's hard to stay excited about football talk until football has actually happened. But y'all got to listen. We got a lot of pressure on Alabama this year. Alabama Nation got a lot of pressure. Auburn got a new look. They got a lot of things going. When we get into our off-season talk, start talking about these other teams, right? Y'all going to see like this is going to be another exciting year for the SEC. For me personally, I like when we have a good spread of talent across the SEC. The last 2 years in the SEC has been the most fun as far as being able to cover the college football, the Southeastern Conference. Like just reacting, watching other teams go through their ups and downs, seeing teams that used to be in the tier 2, now they're tier, you know, they're bottom tier. You know, the whole SEC is flipped. Vanderbilt is a threat again, right? That people are talking about this Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC over the past 5 years. Like it's been a crazy run these past 3 to 5 years. So ready to jump into it. Breaking down our defense today in the Coach Smook Network. So let's get into it, man. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from here on the Coach Smook Network. Appreciate everybody on TikTok tapping in too. Britt, big homie. I see y'all. Give it up for the family over there. Tapping the screen, the gifts, running them up. Special K joined the chat. What's good? Tap that screen, Special K. Show some love. If you roll tide, hey, or whoever you ride with. If you're a puppy, you can bark a little bit. We don't mind. It's the off season. Tigers, you can purr. Whatever y'all do with your paws when you're scratching on stuff, your little paws and eagles and whatever. What else we got? Hogs in the SEC. You can oink if you want to. Do what you gotta do. Volunteers. Is your Lassie or is your construction garbage truck disposal man? What are we doing? Tell me. So come in and rep your squad. We're going to show you love, and we're going to have conversations today around Alabama's defense. But throughout the offseason, I promise you, y'all going to enjoy it. So let's get into it. Roll Tide to my guy, Dominique Macon. What's good, Dominique? Happening Urban Essence is in the board. Good morning, everyone and coach. Listen, I like when I get my little separate recognition. Good morning, everyone and coach. I love that. What's up, 5 Adam? Good to see you this morning. Roll Tide, my brother. Good to see you. Antonio, my brother's in the chat. We got off-season work to do, man. Greg McKinney, my brother, man. Hey, some of y'all, for the people that's been members, get ready to put that 2-year member banner up. If you've been here for 24 months, I think the date is May 1st. I'm going to go live on that date. And I want my producers, all my staff, everybody in here because that's y'all. That's going to be huge. I think that'll be year 3. of the channel. What is it, year 3? We're going into year 3, but you'll have 2 years of being a member. I think that's what it is, 24 months. But yeah, Amanda, what's good, girl? Back there on the 1s and 2s, tapping in on the chat, making it do what it do. Dylan, what's good, man? Roll Tide, man. Let me back up from the mic. I felt like I was loud right there. I'm sorry. I bust your eardrum. Britt, what's good, girl? Roll Tide. Good to see my sister this morning. Doing her double duty on both sides. Good morning, Mary J. On the 1s and 2s, making it do what it do. And we got Brett Sully checking back in. Look, Daddy Duty been whooping them. We ain't seen you in about 2 weeks. That boy, hey, what's his name? Carter? What's the young man's name? What's our name? Man, I know everybody don't do it, but we hopefully one day we can get a picture to put on the channel, man, and show some love to the young king, man. I love babies, man. Clearly, right? Because I got so many of them. But yeah, 8 of the top 16 on FanDuel to win the Natty are SEC teams. The talent is definitely spread evenly. I think so, man. And I don't get into all the odds and all that mess. I don't get into it. I just look at talent. I look at what's on the field. I look at evaluated, what guys have done, their body of work. And yeah, man. What's good, Canisius? Good to see you, brother. Roll Tide. My brother Sully, he said, man, life got me on a strict, man. I already know it. Believe me. That first one always give you, listen, that first one, he gonna make you learn some stuff. That first child is gonna teach you some things, man. Clearly squirrel. Okay. Okay. I guess. So we gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this conversation today, y'all. We're gonna have some good fun today. We're gonna talk some good football talk. We're gonna first, I'm gonna just kind of break down Kane Wommack and the 4-2-5. What does it mean? I mean, what do we get? We've seen it over the last 2 years. What does it look like this year, right? With the amount of experience that you bring it back, the amount of cohesiveness or chemistry that you should be bringing back, like this should be a pretty solid, if not dominant, elite level showing this season with what you have talent-wise. So I'm looking at it now, and I think we're poised for a crazy good defensive, productive, and defensive year as far as turnovers, creating those turnovers. We was able to do that in key moments last year. That's what really won us a lot of games. Stealing that momentum, creating turnovers in those key moments. So I got my juice ready. Hopefully y'all got y'all juice ready. We're going to get into the conversation this morning here on the Coach Smook Network. Somebody type it in the chat real loud and proud for me, all caps. The few times I ask you to type in all caps, somebody type it in the chat. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's jump into the conversation here on the Coach Smook Network chat.
You talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Chat, give it up for yourselves. Welcome back into the Coach Smook Network, man. We hyped today. We got some energy for y'all. We got some defensive ball talk tonight, man. This morning. I keep saying tonight. That's what happens when you don't go to bed till, whatever time in the morning and the sun is waking up with you walking, and the sun is waking up with you. So let's dive into it, man. The 4-2-5 and Kane Wommack. What does it look like on the back end? Let's start at the positions where I believe, and let me get some of this hand sanitizer real quick. I don't know why my hands feel weird right now. Let me see. They extra dry. That's what it is. I had to wash them after I fixed Boss's food, because y'all know what I do. But anyways, we're gonna get into it. Let's do it. Kane Wommack 4-2-5. Right. Everybody had their thoughts on it the first year. We said it in the first year. A lot of panels that we were on, that we were collabing with, that personnel wise, Alabama probably had the most athletic personnel available for a scheme like this to kind of be in a transition stage. And you saw in that first year where there were communication issues. You saw where guys were still trying to apply some of the mechanics and techniques that they used in the 2-cap scheme, right? They were still trying to apply some of those assets. And then some guys just weren't being coachable that were coming over from the Saban era. Good morning, Miss Pat. Good to see you, Miss Patricia. Hey, I don't know if y'all know who that is. That's a special woman. We're going to have her call in one day. Finesse, good to see you, Finesse. Good. I got to do this for Finesse, y'all. look. I gotta do that for finesse, y'all. Y'all will find out. Y'all seen the last name, right? Story time coming on the other content. But the defensive scheme. Let's start on the back end. You're talking about the cornerbacks and free safeties, your secondary, right? There's a lot of match concepts. When I say match concepts, you won't see a lot of strong man coverage like you saw with Coach Saban. You will have moments where when you see trip sets, you see 4 wide sets, you see empty backfields where you get into man concepts, right? But the base system is match. So you have an area, you have a zone coverage. Let's talk cover 3, covering the deep thirds. You got one deep coverage in the middle of the field. You got underneath hook and ladders in between those on the seams, right? You got hooks, outs, curls, all of those routes. You got those 2 guys, your 2 DBs, your 2 safeties, your strong safety and your nickel corner. They're going to be covering those areas. And then your corners, they have deep third responsibilities on the boundaries. That's your basic cover 3 play calling, right? And so what this type of style of what they coach these guys to do, instead of just going base and dropping to empty zones and covering grass, you cover what's in your area with the main concept being a priority. So if you're getting attacked, if you're getting 2 routes sent at you as a corner, your priority is not to get beat deep. You can let the ball go in the air and it be in front of you, break on it, but your priority is to not get beat deep. And what we saw in the first season was, unlike Coach Saban systems, you saw a lot of mixed coverages, right? Towards the middle of the season, when we started to see us try to implement those different looks, we saw a lot of miscommunication. So year 2 comes around and you see the turnover ratio begin to increase because there's better communication. The defensive backs at Alabama, I believe, once we saw the Saban DBs leave, that were being taught this extensive style of defense as far as what they were asked to do as their responsibilities and their keys in the secondary in his system, right? 3-4 nickel. You look at how simplified it's been for the secondary since Wommack has been there. A lot of these guys are transitioning from high school defensive schemes that really just kind of blend into what Kane Wommack is asking from the secondary. Coach Mo being a true strategist and developer of the secondary, personnel in the secondary, it was like a match made in heaven. That's why I don't think that you've seen many busts in the secondary, right? Since Kane Wommack has been the defensive coordinator at Alabama. We haven't seen many busts. And the ones that have been bust, they've been like one-on-one mismatches, right? You saw Damani Jackson get ate up a couple times last year. Dijon Lee made a freshman mistake week 1. Go back to the first year when you had who was the corner out on the boundary first year under Kane Wommack. Jesus Christ, I can't remember. Terry and Arnold. Was TA out there that year? I want to say it was. I can't remember, chat. I can't remember. It's too much going on. But you look at the turnover ratio. So what do you expect this year? You look at the personnel, right? When we're just still talking the scheme, 4-2-5 back end, just the back end. You see that we went out, we got bigger corners, right? We got another big corner, 6'4", Carmelo O'Neal. You got Sabian Brown returning. You got Chuck McDonald, 6'2", 195, 200. You got Dijon Lee, 6'5". You got Red Morgan coming back. That's going to be right there in the rover position, playing that nickel corner. And you're going to be rotating another big body, right? And Jabba Edwards right there at that rover position, right? Going to be right there in the rotation to get that big body feel, those long arms. If y'all haven't seen Red Morgan up close, it's funny because he's a smaller frame guy, but he still has long arms. And his physicality, how physical he is, that's why he can beat a lot of blocks. You see him reach on a lot of have great edge containment on a lot of run plays because of his arm lead. He get it into guys, really press up in them, and then extends. So for his frame, for his size, he's strong. He fits the box good. And then you got guys on the back end like Drake Kirkpatrick, Keon Sabb, Bray Hubbard. All of those guys come downhill and fit well, but they also have the range over top. So when you have base coverages over top and their initial instinct is to not get beat deep, right? Match what's in your area and not get beat deep. You got athletic guys who have great ball skills on the back end. It makes it hard for a quarterback to break down those type of looks on the back end. You're talking about lateral speed and coverage, recovery speed from the secondary. We saw Ivan Taylor make a recovery play in the spring game, was initially beat. The ball came out late and he recovered. right? Didn't panic. All the techniques are starting to be implemented, and you're seeing productivity in the secondary. It started last year. Bray Hubbard, those guys coming down, Keon Sabb coming down from the secondary, Drake Kirkpatrick early in the season before his suspension, right? All of those guys coming down here to make plays. That's because of the react, the vision react coverage concept behind all of their coverage. Match 3, base 2. You go 0. When you go 0, they still play. I haven't seen Kane Wommack allow these guys to go, really true press man and get aggressive like Coach Saban used to require. You don't see a lot of the over-the-top safety help in this scheme, and I think that's another reason why you see them going to get the bigger corners. You want guys that can make up in missteps. They make up with their arm length, right? Their wingspan. So that's the back end. Inside linebacker room at the 2 level, right? The 2 inside linebackers. And there's 3 linebackers on the field and the base setup, right? There's 3 linebackers or 3 defensive linemen, but the alignment of them is 4, looks like 4 defensive linemen, 2 inside linebackers, right? So the 2 inside linebacker room, they have one of the more extensive, them and the safeties, the safeties over top in the middle of the field, they have more of the extensive assignments in this scheme as opposed to what Coach Saban had on the boundary, which I think in today's day and age of football, you don't need those boundary guys trying to think so much and switch off and time up this just gauge this mesh point and jump this. You want guys being able to react to the ball when it's in the air on the boundary. With the type of speed that's being put on the offensive side from the tight end position all the way to the running back, like it's hard to try to do all of that switch concept. That's why Coach Saban's system started failing those last 2 to 3 years of his tenure. LSU, think about it. Every time somebody wanted to beat Coach Saban, if they put a guy in motion, they saw that nickel corner go in motion or the boundary corner go in motion, they knew that they had the guy beat on the boundary. They knew they wasn't going to get a switch. And not once did we see Kevin Steele or Tosh Lapoy or any of those other coordinators that came under Saban, right? Saban was the mastermind. Not once did we see them switch. He expected his better athletes that he recruited to be able to flow through and be there. Terry Arnold got beat like that against Texas a few times. So those are the things that you want to see different. But what helps is having inside linebacker play like we saw towards the end of last year. Deontay Lawson, Justin Jefferson, Akai Hill-Green, lateral speed, tracking, vision, right? That's what you want to see from these inside linebackers. Do we have that now? You guys saw those guys flying around. Caleb Wilson, Luke Metz, QB Reese, Abdul Sanders Jr., Caden Jones, Duke Johnson, not necessarily much of in phases, the other guys, but in on every tackle while he was in, right? So love the inside linebacker play. Defensive front, I keep telling y'all, there's a linebacker. The Wolf is an edge rushing linebacker, but he will be in a wide 9 technique in most of his snaps, right? In a 9 or wide 9, however you want to call it. He will be shading the weak side of the formation, right? And so with that, you see the anatomy of that position even involved, right? The Wolf, the edge rusher, we're getting bigger at that position. It's no longer the 6'2", 235, 240 pound, 6'4", 6'5", 6'3 plus, 250 coming off that edge. With the lateral speed of those type of linebackers on the inside linebacker room, because they're going to be asked to drop back in coverages too, playing a lot in the flats, hook curls, showing blitz and dropping, a lot of diagnosing from the edge, a lot of multi-assignment tasks at the Wolf. So you look at that personnel group and the way that it's designed, they get a lot of aggressive calls. You can't have that position, your most athletic pass rushing asset, guessing. And so year one, we saw them struggle with a lot of those concepts. Last year, Quay Rousseau started the season strong. You start to see where he began to peak. But then Yazi Pierre, he comes in fully evolves. And you look at Justin Hill and his reps. Noah Carter even had some quality reps there. And you look at some of the young talent that's getting some snaps. There's Zay Griffin. I know he's an inside linebacker, but a young talent like that, you're in a game where you need the speed off the edge. You just want to get your speed rush, right? There might be a package where you have Zay Hall, Zay Griffin, 2 young guys that know how to get to the quarterback, don't necessarily have the IQ, not necessarily IQ, the experience, the veteran experience to implement every snap, right? So you need a specialty package. You got all these pass rushing assets in your arsenal as Kane Wommack. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these young guys get in that wolf room and get some pass rushing opportunities. But that wolf room, I think we truly see it evolve this season. Now, the interior of this defensive front, where we'll see, and I'll go over my depth chart. We'll talk about the depth chart in a minute when we get into breaking down what to expect going forward. But the interior of this front is the most important, because if you don't have a disruptive interior with your defensive tackles pairing, or if it's nose tackle pairing, however you personnel calls for it at that time, you're going to struggle with getting any type of penetration but containing the run game. You have to disrupt the run game from the interior. You have to try to make everything flow to the outside, because you have those guys already that's, check coverage first. They're already supposed to be containing outside coverage. So you're supposed to be squeezing everything. That's the swarm defense. You want to try to squeeze every play. No matter where the play is coming from, no matter the leverage of the field, you want to try to squeeze. So you get those interior guys that can disrupt from the interior. Those inside linebackers get in the backfield, because these interior guys are creating holes, or that we're getting the right gaps being filled on run blitzes. That forces them to the boundary, and that's where a lot of your turnovers start to become a lot more prevalent. You got your guys on the secondary, your linebackers chasing and tracking. That's where your fumbles start to get caused. So it's all about those interior guys, and we got a good group of guys. Jeremiah Beeman, London Simmons will be back 100%. You get Tompkins, who's going to play at that tackle position. He's going to be at bandit too, but he's going to be a tackle rotation. Terrence Green, you got Steve Bowler in that rotation. Edric Hill coming off in the bandit and the defensive tackle position. Asaya Fager, who I think is going to get a lot of reps. What's up, Shep? Good to see you, man. Give it up for Shep in the chat, man. What's up, Walter? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in today. Y'all know I get the roller when I get to talk about this defense, man. But Terrence Green is there out the portal. Keldrick Jones, another asset, number 22, and got some intel on him. He's probably going to end up being a starter on that defensive line. I'm looking at the defensive front and what they want to do. I don't think London Simmons will be first guy out, but he's definitely, we know London Simmons is going to play a lot of reps. I think he specializes in those rotational reps, right? Give me 4 or 5 snaps consecutively, and then give me those 2 series, that series and a half break, or bring me in on red zone, right? Give me my red zone snaps. So the defensive interior, the front rotation, and then you got the young talent, Corey Howard and Mari Johnson, that are already there. You got Malik Franken and Nolan Wilson. We don't know if he's going to be a bandit or a wolf. So that defensive front rotation, man, it's about to be crazy. And speaking of the bandit, I think where we're going to see the guy, right, to get your most athletic front out there. I think the first 3 defensive true D line out there that you're going to see. I think you need Desmond Umanzola at number 9. I think you need him at bandit. You need Tompkins at tackle, and Jeremiah Beeman, Terrence Green, and London Simmons, that rotation at the nose, right? As your interior asset that's shading the center. And the guys that offset them, you got Tompkins, you got Edric Hill, you got Fatul Henry that you can put right there. Steve Bowler is more of the nose tackle back over there on the Simmons and Beeman's rotation side. But the D-line is so versatile, athletic, like all of those guys can play in different spots. And I didn't mention Caleb Smith at the bandit. I keep forgetting 91 is going to definitely be in that rotation. So that's just the whole outlook of what you're being asked to do on the 4-2-5 on the Kane Wommack. Those bandits, they're traditional D-ends. You got your traditional tackles, interior, all the stunts and things. They're going to be asked to do a lot this year, especially with the depth that we have. I'm looking to see a strong 11-man rotation on the D-line. I'm looking to see a strong 11-man rotation. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into the comments real quick. Let me get some comments on the screen. If we got any new ones other than the intro comments, we could talk. But when it comes to Alabama, right, when it comes to our defense, which level of the defense do you think has the biggest impact this season? That's going to be the poll in chat. Which level has the biggest impact in Alabama's defense in 2026? That boy typing fast today. I told you I went on a run. D-line, inside linebacker, edge rushers, secondary. And you got to be biased in this. You got to pick one. You can't come on. And once we open the phone lines, don't come on the phone lines talking about something. I think all of it got to come together. No, which is going to be the biggest impact? I think last year we saw the biggest impact from the secondary. 3 pick sixes throughout the season, 2 by Xavier Brown, or was it 3 by Xavier Brown, and 1 by Deshaun Jones. You had big picks by Bray Hubbard, Keon Sabb, Dijon Lee, right? You had big turnovers forced by Red Morgan in the secondary, Bray Hubbard, right? Drake Kirkpatrick, big hits. And yes, Deshaun Jones had a pick 6, y'all. I think it was against Tennessee. No, Arnold got drafted the year Saban retired. It was probably ZB. So who was the other corners out there? You had Bach, ZB. They were the freshmen that were getting all the looks, right? Who was the veteran corners out there then? Somebody look that up for me. Zach, if Zach in the chat, somebody look that up for me. Linebackers are hungry. My auntie Patricia, Mama Pat, saying the linebackers are hungry. I know she know. Linebackers are hungry. That's a Facebook comment too. If you're on Facebook, provide a reaction. Hit the heart reaction or the like reaction for us. We can see your comments on Facebook on both pages, the content page and the personal page. So Kool-Aid and Terrion went in the draft at the same time. They went in the same draft. I need y'all to do your homework. I need y'all to help me. Hold on. 2020, that was 2024 roster. It could have been if Kool-Aid was there, that means Terrion was there. Hold on, I'm about to look it up before we go to our infomercial break. Hold on. I'm about to look it up. McKinster. I see y'all running up the poll, man. Continue running the votes up in the poll. Shout out to the 20 in the chat on YouTube. Continue running the likes up. We almost at our goal, man. I know the off-season crowd be hard. I know. Stay with me though. We gotta find out who the corners was. 2024. Damani came over that first year. So it was Damani and ZB. Damani and ZB was year 1. Damani, ZB. Smitty was in the secondary. Bach was in that rotation. Yeah. Bach was in that rotation. I remember that. That seems so long ago, and that was just 2 years, y'all. Right? All these players moving around. Red got his start that year. Y'all remember because Red started as a freshman. So he got injured. Yep. He started at that nickel corner. Dang, man. Bubba Hampton gone too. Who is he signed with? We're gonna do an episode. Where are they now? A lot of guys kind of falling off the map. They got to use Ohio State headlines to stay relevant. Sterling Dixon, man, I seen him. He's said to have a big year this year. So it was Damani and ZB that year, y'all. That's who it was. Was I frozen? Nah. So that first year, what's up, Wade? That first year, Saban retirement year is the year I was talking about, right? The first year under Kane Wommack. It was ZB and Damani. That's who it was, our boundary guys. ZB came out and got the start as a true freshman. That was all the talk of the season. And then y'all remember Bach had to play a lot. Deshaun Jones, King Mack got exposed early in the season. Yeah, it was bad. But y'all, we're gonna take a quick infomercial break, and when we come back, oh, I thought I had an important message. I'm sorry. I thought I missed the message. When we come back, we will get into our roster breakdown. And this year, every time we do a segment talking about the roster, man, we want to dedicate it to our new sponsors, Farmers Insurance. We'll talk about them when we come back, y'all. So y'all stay tapped in. Don't go nowhere. Do not scroll. I'm sorry for yelling again, but don't scroll. We'll be right back. Take a chance to join the AAA family so y'all can see some of this off-season content we about to get into here on the Coach Smook Network. All right. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Hold on one second. If you're serious about sports, you need more than just box scores. You need real insight. That's why Sports Info Solutions is the official partner of the Coach Smook Network. Sports Info Solutions is my go-to source for in-depth stat analysis, giving you the tools to truly understand player production, tendencies, and performance on a whole new level. From NFL, MLB to NBA, Sports Info Solutions delivers advanced data that helps fans, coaches, and analysts see the game behind the game. This isn't just stats, it's context. Looking ahead to the next generation of stars? Check out nfldraft.sportsinfosolutions.com for elite draft analysis and detailed prospect breakdown. Make it your new go-to stat tracker. Visit sportsinfosolutions.com today. Now let's get back in the game.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Say y'all give it up for yourself. Shout out to our sponsor for this segment here on the Coach Smook Network, Frederick Harris and Farmers Insurance of Hoover, Alabama. We appreciate them for supporting the Coach Smook Network and becoming an official sponsor here and supporting us in our growth, man. If you need any type of insurance, just get a quote. I can't talk about this enough, man. Like I said, I've come into a space in life where we're growing fast and we have to protect all of the assets that we travel with. And Fred was talking about the home and auto, what everything covers, and how we have to move, right? So get yourself covered, and especially with life insurance. I keep talking about life insurance. I know, death is something hard to talk about and deal with, but it's real. We can't escape it. All of us are going to see it at some point in our lives. At some point, right? At some point, we gotta meet the Creator. So in that part, we want to be prepared. You want to make sure your family is taken care of. So if you need any assistance in that, make sure you hit up Farmers Insurance. Shout out to them for being our sponsors. And then also, you guys, don't forget that this month is one of my favorite months of the year because there's the awareness around a topic or a diagnosis that I'm very close and familiar with. and that is Autism Awareness Month. We appreciate our support. We appreciate y'all's support for Autism Awareness this month, and the personal donors that have donated to the cause on behalf of the Coach Smook Network that will be contributing to that will help us contribute to our end of the month donation. And we will post the certificate when we do our donation at the end of this month. I had a goal in mind. I didn't want to put a number on it because too much stuff be happening on social media and in communities like this. But for those that are trusted people of the community, staff members, you all know that we have a link. You can send direct donations to the Cash App. So when we do our certificate, we want that amount to be bigger than it was last year. Last year, our goal was to hit $200, in that it was our second year of supporting autism awareness, and we beat $200 by $73 last year. So our donation amount was $273 last year. Our goal this year is to do $300. Every year we want to do another $100. So right now, we close, and we got time. And all of your support, everything that you've done this month, on the back end, it'll come out next month during the May support. So all your super chats, that'll be in next month. But if you want to direct donate, all the personal donation, the Coach Smook Network donation links are available for that's Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Just make sure you annotate it that is for the autism awareness donation. So appreciate y'all for that. Give it up for all the donors there. And now let's get into the good talk, man. I want to talk because now we're going to talk about the depth chart. This is what everybody's interested in, right? This is what everybody want to talk about when it comes to what's going to be on the field for Alabama when it comes to the defense. And this is my prediction, because if you went to 8-day game, I don't think anybody really knew, other than your boundary corners, your inside linebacker room, and your edge rusher, right? Your wolf, and Keon Sapp, right? And knowing that Bray Hubbard wasn't participating, you probably have 4 spots on the defense where you know for sure where these guys are going to be, right? Where the depth chart looks like. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Give it up for Tim for tapping in. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. So we're going to get into the depth chart here. This is Coach Smook's depth chart. This is what I'm predicting the depth chart to be for Alabama coming into the season. I think more so just kind of like what we'll see first game against Eastern Carolina. And I'm gonna full screen it for y'all real quick. And let me know if y'all like the new graphics. Mary J, you can take the banner down. We got the title. There you go. Clean now. Look at that. You look at the graphics, man. Let me know if y'all like the new look, y'all. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all rocking with it. Shout out to my TikTok family. Continue to run the taps up. Jimmy, what's good? Roll Tide. RP said Damani Jackson. And you talking about 2024? Yeah, I was talking about 2024. You in the TikTok chat. My fault, RP. You need to come in and tap in on YouTube side. Y'all know y'all gotta hit that YouTube like. We gotta get another screen. I told y'all, man. Y'all keep praying for us. We're gonna have some quality equipment upgrades over this summer. So this season, everything y'all want and need is here at the Coach Smook Network when it comes to Alabama football coverage. Y'all just keep praying for you, boy. Guys doing some special things, and I'm glad to be in this season of just trying my faith. Listen, I gotta say something real quick. I know we talking football, but y'all, if your faith is being tried right now, I gotta do this. I feel the presence of God like right here in my house. If your faith is being tried like today, you're in a moment, maybe it's not actively or right now in this moment, your faith is not being tried right now, but like if you're in a season where you're needing something from God, I encourage you to find a really quiet place in the next 24 hours. And I ain't gonna say it. I am who God has called me to be. I encourage you to find a quiet place in the next 24 hours to where you can really just be you and God. Even if it's something to even like with a spouse, get with your spouse, get with your prayer partner, your accountability partner, get somewhere in a quiet place and allow God to really just open your eyes and your ears and ask him to speak to you, because I felt a strong like pulling from God last night. And I felt like it wasn't just me. You know, everybody that I've talked to since last night, they've been confirming that there's been a strong pull for them to just get in a secret place with him. And usually when God does that to his people, he's about to do something like huge, something big in their lives. that's life changing, like impactful. You're talking about dimensional transcending and blessings, like things happening. And I've been praying for that in my life, and for everybody connected to me. I've been praying for that. So if you are feeling like you're coming to wits end and things aren't working for you, just trust God in this moment and really get in that quiet place. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about that this next 24 hours, but trust me. And it might not show up in the same time in his mind, but just know God he's doing it. But he wants that time. He wants that from you. So I ain't going to apologize for that, but I just felt that in my spirit. So give it up for Jesus showing up on the Coach Smook Network, as he's always invited to show up here on the Coach Smook Network. So now back to the conversation. Defensive depth chart. I don't know why that came. Thank you, Jesus. But it is what it is. We thank God for that. So, started first team bandit, Desmond Umeazulu, right? I spelled that right. I don't know if I spelled all these right, y'all. I did it off top of the dome after A-Day game, and I didn't do my due and do my part in proofread. So, defensive tackle. I think the first one out is Devin Tompkins. I know a lot of people think he's going to be a true bandit, but I look at how Bama played him in the A-Day game. He played a lot of that interior rotation spot. And that's why I think he's going to provide the most impact when we talk about gap shooting, getting pressure in inside gaps, getting guys that can get to the quarterback, get lateral, provide you lateral range and coverage. First guy out, Devin Tompkins at defensive tackle. And next to him, Jeremiah Beeman, 100% healthy. Jeremiah Beeman is just about unstoppable, and he gets to put that on display in full force this year. Hasn't had a full season. Had some flashes as a freshman. He's coming into his junior year. This is going to be his year. He's coming his redshirt sophomore / junior year. Yanzi Pierre coming off at the Wolf position after the crazy showing last year. You're going to see a lot of double Wolf personnel looks with him and Justin Hill, him and Caleb Smith, him and Yanzi Pierre. Him and Fatua Henry. Like, who's the other Wolf asset? I was talking about him earlier. Desmond Umeazulu, he's like a big Wolf asset too. You're going to see a lot of double Wolf looks with those guys. Yanzi Pierre going to be the first guy out for me. QB Reese and Caleb Woodson going to be the first two guys out in the inside linebacker room. I know they had QB working at Mike, but usually since I've been watching Kane Wommack and even with Chuck Morrell, usually in spring, the guy that you want to be your secondary green dot is your first Sam, is your first guy on the field. So like last year during the spring, we saw a lot of Lawson and Nakai, or Justin and Nakai during the spring. And then in the season, you saw Justin and Lawson, right? Majority of the snaps, and you saw Nakai kind of spelled him being a primary strong side linebacker asset, right? I think that's what we see in this rotation. Then with Caleb Woodson, not Caleb Woodson, I'm sorry. That's Caleb Woodson at the mic, QB Reese at the Sam. At the corners, Xavier Brown and Dijon Lee. Xavier Brown being your strong side corner, Dijon being your ISO. Your rover right there at the nickel corner is your Red Morgan. Husky free safety at the top of your defense. Both of these guys are interchangeable in how they play. Bray Hubbard and Keon Sapp. I think you want to keep Bray Hubbard closer to the box, though, just with the presence he brings and how he could, in run support, how solid he is. Keon Sapp plays strong in run support, too. That was one of the parts of the game where he wanted to get better at. Let's go to the second string. We're not going to drag the show today, man. We're going to open the phone lines here in 5 minutes. I got the phone lines open. Bandit, Caleb Smith, transfer from Washington. A lot of people thought he was coming to play Wolf. I saw him working at 91, working at that bandit position heavy during the spring. And even at the second scrimmage the week before, I saw him working at Wolf and bandit. But the last 2 weeks of that scrimmage, the last couple practices, you see him lining up at that bandit and getting a lot of reps there. Kendrick Jones, I think he came from Mississippi State. Kendrick Jones, is either Kendrick or Kendrick. I might have misspelled it, but that he tackled right behind what we see from Devin Tompkins. That's what you're going to see from 22, right? London Simmons, what you get from Jeremiah Beeman, that's what you're going to see from Simmons. And the Wolf position, Justin Hill, I know everybody's excited to finally see him get kind of let loose. I think Justin Hill is going to continue to evolve with he's going to be more of an impact in being able to get out in space and cover. He's the most athletic edge rushing asset I think we have in that room, in that Wolf room right now. I look at the inside linebacker rotation. I remember me mentioning Luke Metz, how I think Luke Metz will end up being the starter, right? I mean, the rotational guy that plays that strong side. He will be the primary Sam in this defensive team. He will see more reps than QB Reese at Sam. But his time will be split between Sam and Mike, spot reps. And then also at that Mike position, I think the next guy up that they want to be the guy that be the next green dot is Abdul Sanders Jr. He'll be able to play spot reps and develop as a true Mike as Luke Metz plays that primary Sam role. Carmelo O'Neal and Chuck McDonald on the boundaries. Carmelo being your strong side corner. And I think more so Chuck McDonald. I might have to switch that. I think Chuck is going to be the guy on the strong side, and Carmelo is going to be behind Dijon on the boundary, trying to get your big corner in some of those ISO looks. But the way that Carmelo can bait and play that cloud flat look, I think we'll see a lot of pairings of Melo and Lee on the boundary with Xavier and Brown getting pushed to that rover and walking a lot of DBs into the box when you have those type of assets on the field. Then Jaira Edwards at rover, second string. Yes, I did that. I made that move. You couldn't watch A-Day without seeing 10 on defense. And sometimes you might get confused and think that he's a linebacker coming off the edge. No, he's definitely playing rover. He's a DB. You see him in coverage. Almost had a pick when Cedarius Morgan caught his second touchdown or his second catch that went for a touchdown on the rollout play. But you see Edwards out there with the second team. Ivan Taylor was with the first team for spring because of the injury or the recovery to Bray Hubbard. But I think him and Dre Kirkpatrick, that safety room is going to stay fresh because of that presence that they bring. And then again, Chuck McDonald as the other corner. And that's my two deep. If y'all want that graphic, we'll be posting both offensive depth charts, Coach Smook, offensive and defensive depth charts in the YouTube short. Make sure y'all are checking out our content that we're posting on the page. Let me know what y'all think about this depth chart real quick. I'm going to scroll through it again. Let me know if y'all see some spots where y'all think somebody might be the first guy up. Start commenting. Drop your comments. If you're watching live and you want to leave a voicemail, call the phone number. Put the phone number, Mary J, up. We're not going to have time for the call-in show. This is supposed to be an hour show today. I'm sorry. I went over my time. So call in, leave a voicemail. I want to hear your thoughts. What do y'all think some of these guys are going to match up? And then the topic of conversation for the phone line. And I know y'all sound, it's like I'm rushing through. Now we got a format we're trying to push out. We want to push this out so that we can get to our goals. And we got some people that want to invest in there asking for some certain things, right? They want to invest in the growth of the network, not monetarily, but with some connections. And we want to be able to do it. So we're adjusting, y'all. And I appreciate y'all for understanding. Now, topic of conversation for the phone lines. You call in, say your name, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Leave a voicemail. We will get your voicemail on the line. Next show, and I want to go live tonight. I sleep. When I go live today, I want to do the voicemail reaction so we can start putting the voicemail topics in VOD or short form on the channel to bring more recognition to the community. We got a lot of fans that talk some good football or that are connected to the organization. They got players that are on, they got family members that are players or coaches and staff members. Voicemail is the safest place for you. I can edit the voicemail, right? I could cut out the cuss words if you want me to, right? Because I know we got some pastors that be game day. It's all right, pastor. It's all right, pastor. I'm praying for you. Hey, we ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. We got our battles, right? But game day it get real. I think Jesus give us cussing pastors on game day. Do we get cussing pastors on game day, mama? She'll let me know when she see this. She probably gonna say no. But when you call in, man, make sure you leave your message. And we want to acknowledge the sponsors for the call-in segment. My brother and the fam over there at First Place Barbering in Montgomery, Alabama, man. If y'all hear Shep on the phone line, that's him. That all that ruckus he be causing, that's him. But he's very well connected to the university, but also just a great spiritual mentor, big brother for me, and has taken it upon himself and his business and establishment that's been successful in the city of Montgomery, which is a hard thing to do for right at 20, getting close to 20 years now. I know I came around when they was around year 3, and that was 2000 and I want to say 2014-ish. I don't know, y'all. Don't get me the line, but a very well established business and company that I'm business and organization and circle that I'm happy to be attached to and connected with, both naturally and spiritually. So I thank God for that. But when you call in, make sure you say your name and put me in the game, Coach Smook, and leave your thoughts. Where does the weight of the defense's success fall this season, right? And I'm gonna say it like this, y'all. I think right now, for me, I think the weight falls on the D-line. I gotta fix my visor, y'all. I can't do a closeout segment without my visor. But I think the weight of this defensive success falls on the defensive line, more so the interior. Last year we saw a lot of penetration and opportunities from the edge. You got the Wolf, you got the bandit position, Keon Keeley from last year, LT Overton from last year, Quay Roussard, Yanzi Pierre, Justin Hill, Noah Carter from last year. Edric Hill had some highlights from the edge, right? This year, I don't think that's where the success falls. I think it depends upon the interior pressure. London Simmons gave us probably the best spark. Him and Asai Fager last year, and Edric Hill with his interior, they gave us the best spark. And you saw the staff; they went above and beyond to retain those guys. And then they went out and got experienced guys that played like them, right? And then you get Jeremiah Beeman back. Jeremiah Beeman not being there last year opened the door for London Simmons, and it worked out. But having both of those guys on your roster now, then you add freshmen like Mari Johnson and Corey Howard, and then you got Malik Franklin, who I think nobody's talking about, which is crazy to me. Coming on campus, he could be a guy that does what London Simmons did last year. So the defensive line, the interior is where I believe the weight falls. And do I think we've done enough in the portal to get it? Terrence Green, Devin Tompkins, yes. London Simmons, Asai Fager, Edric Hill, right? Jeremiah Beeman. And I think even Caleb Smith rotating into there in that interior. For Tool Henry, when we get into those cheetah package pass rush sets, that's where you're going to see the extensiveness of this D-line rotation. That's where you're going to see the quality and the depth of it. And that's where I think we will see Alabama's defense, the success of it, really start to kind of build from. You got to think, we get a solid game against Eastern Carolina. This is not a tune-up game. This is a solid game. They play a physical brand of ball. They're going to want to run the ball in between the tackles. It's going to be a perfect opportunity for our defensive front to show their dominance and establish what type of presence they want to implement week in and week out. So that's the calling topic. Y'all, we're going to do a quick infomercial break, and when we come back, we're going to do our final thoughts for Alabama's defense this year, and then we'll get out of here. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for y'all support and supporting, man. Give everybody a big round of applause, man. Y'all really not showed out in the chat today. I know it is so hard to stick around and in the off season, y'all. So we're going to try to get our shows cut a little bit shorter, get straight to the point, get clips out, keep y'all engaged, and keep y'all here on the Coach Smook Network. So thank y'all for being here. And right after this message, we're going to do our final thought and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. All right, family. That's going to do it for today's show here on the Coach Smook Network. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. And I truly appreciate every one of you for rocking with us today. Before you head out, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who needs to be a part of this conversation. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you stay locked in with everything we've got coming your way. We're trying to reach some goals here. And if you believe in what we're building here, I encourage you to take that next step and become a member of the AAA family. Remember, our mantra is authenticity above all. This community is built on real conversations and real insight and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly supports the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar contributed is not only appreciated, it's paid for through our monthly contributions to community health and awareness organizations. So you're not just supporting a YouTube channel, you're supporting a cause. Also, don't forget to check out the Coach Smook merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's a great way to show love and support for the network and rep the brand wherever you go. You can find the merch link in our main YouTube page and in the description. Put me in the game, coach. And if you want to stay connected and get more involved with the community, Be sure to join the Discord. Just type the command in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. You can also stay connected with us directly for collaborations, appearances, community service opportunities, and business inquiries by emailing us at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Our staff will respond in a timely manner. And for those who want to show additional love, you can always donate directly to the Coach Smook Network through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. We also want to send a huge thank you to our sponsors and partners: Walk On Sports Bistro, Sports Info Solutions, Helping Hands LLC, Men of Standard Executive Security, Goomba Bully Killnos, and most of all, the AAA Phantom. None of this is possible without you. Once again, thank you for all your support, the energy, and the authenticity you bring to the space. Until next time, family, stay safe, stay locked in, and when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." Catch you on the next one. Yes, sir. Y'all give it up for yourselves, man. I forgot to go to the other studio. Let me walk outside real quick. One more time for walk-ons, too, man. One more time for walk-ons. We forgot to give our love to our walk-ons channel, man. We got this thing set up, and I can't wait till Jordan get back because I'm struggling, y'all. I ain't got it like I used to. Jordan that took this thing over, and I done became spoiled. He do this way better now. He got the show looking so much better. So I'll be glad when Jordan get back. But shout out to walk-ons, man. Let's give a shout out to walk-ons and let's acknowledge them.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On's Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Hey, we definitely getting rid of that AI video. I keep forgetting how fat that mug that made my nose look, man. I know I got a big nose, but dang, AI, that mug. I just want to hear them clap a little bit. They got a nose spreading like got a donkey nose. No, look like the little donkey that Jesus rode in on and something, man. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna let myself live today. I'm gonna let it myself live. I ain't gonna beat myself up today. We getting that junk. We getting rid of that next week. I promise y'all. A few more times, we just gotta see it. I'm gonna have us looking like somebody this year, y'all. We're gonna be looking like somebody. Listen, your voices were heard. Your voices are heard, chat. And we have the poll results. Where does the weight of this fall for this year's defense? Yes, 17 votes got in today. Dang, y'all ain't show no love today on the poll, man. Y'all gotta get active on that poll next time because we're gonna start hearing your voice. We'll make sure we close out with it. The D-line, so y'all agree with me. D-line 76%, you said D-line, secondary 18%, edge rushers, like I said, inside linebacker play was, I think, some of the best we've seen. I don't think that's where the success is. I think we see better interior D-line play. The linebackers, the inside linebackers won't look as bad. Like, I think they had way too much on their plate coming from the offensive line, being able to climb and do what they would do, not being able to have, solid paths or good vision, tunnels to make reads. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today, though. Y'all, appreciate y'all for tapping in with the comments, with the polls and everything, y'all. And remember, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our other channels at Coach Smook Reacts and at Coach Smook Gaming on YouTube. Coach Smook Gaming on any other platform and at Coach Smook on all platforms. You follow those and you can see our content. We'll be live today doing some interactive content here in a few hours. We want to get some edits put out and tap in. We might be live tonight back on YouTube, but check us out on TikTok and possibly Twitch today. We'll be doing some content. Anything going on tomorrow live watch party for the draft. We'll be doing our own little watch party. Interactive, we'll be using our partner Sports Info Solutions and their products to go over some of the draft comparison stuff we want to look up as the draft happens. We're not going to be acting like we know draft analysts. We're going to look at rosters and how they're shaping up, some of the offseason moves for the NFL. Yes, I will be talking some NFL football as much as y'all can't believe. Yes, I will be talking some NFL football. So once again, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And remember, y'all, when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all be blessed, man.
In my bones, crimson in my veins, talking Bama in the microphone. Look me up on YouTube, true cut straight from the stone. Ain't no selling their tales, I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I beat it from the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see it, film study, so militant, I ain't guessing a thing. Break it down, every snap is like a coach of the team. Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep it though off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach. That's what they say.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay live.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Hey, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.